The plan was simple. After school, I would drive up to Denver, pick up Rigby's birthday present, take advantage of Samantha's non-presence to get some Chipotle. I'd be back by 6, babysit the neighbors, do my homework, and get some sleep. Easy peasy, right? I ran through the steps in my head as I waited for the bell to ring. I had never driven in Denver before, but I had gone up and down 470 about a billion times, so it should be fine. Google Maps would be a godsend, my only lifeline in the asphalt maze. Ironically, going 60 plus miles per hour up I-25 was the easy bit. Almost as soon as I entered the city, I realized I was in trouble. Cars filled up the entire road, packed like sardines. How in the world would I ever change lanes? I decided to get into the far right lane 2 miles early, just to be safe. However, halfway through crossing an intersection, I realized I was in a right turn only lane. I was past the point of no return. I couldn't turn right. I had to go straight. I panicked. I swerved left and the car behind me didn't expect that to happen. They slammed the brakes and hit the horn. They were very angry, but thankfully they were otherwise unaffected. Upon finally arriving at the store where Rigby's present was, I sat in the parking lot for 5 entire minutes, initially holding my head in my hands, then switching to a facepalm, then slumping back in my chair. I realized that I hadn't told my parents where I was going, and what if I got into an accident? I typed out a quick text and sat back again. Then I considered the car behind me. I didn't get to see who was in the car. They could have been anyone. If that situation had played out differently, I could have been responsible for someone's messed up car. They could have been hurt. Killed, even. What if they had kids? Made orphans because of my reckless driving? Jesus. I held my head in my hands again. Driving extra cautiously, I googled my way to the nearest Chipotle and ate my burrito in shame. Upon finishing, I decided to put it behind me. The past was in the past, and nobody got hurt. I would learn from my mistake. Now all that was left to do was to drive home. I pulled up Google Maps and planned my course. I would simply turn left onto South Colorado Boulevard, take that to I-25, and it's a cakewalk from there. I was still not even close to used to Denver. The road was just a constant flow of cars, and turning left would require some crazy expert timing. I sat looking for an opening for far too long, and eventually I just decided to turn right, thinking I would turn around down the road. Google wasn't helping my mental condition. It was speaking up every few seconds, saying, "Make a legal U-turn ahead. Make a legal U-turn ahead. Make a legal U-turn ahead." Unable to find a traffic light, I caved in, and I got into the left turn lane, prepared to make a U-turn without a traffic light. I waited and waited, but I couldn't go back. I had to U-turn there and now. The entire lane closest to me was clear, so I thought I had enough space. I went for it, and I swung out way more than I thought I would. Frightened, I looked through my passenger window and saw a car on course to my door. I heard a car horn getting closer and closer, and then, the loudest sound I had ever heard. My car whipped around and rested on the median, ironically facing where I had intended to go in the first place. The air smelled of dust, and my right ear was ringing. I couldn't hear anything else. I sat stunned, then jerked to life, checking my head in the mirror for any cuts or bruises. I checked my body, and everything appeared to be fine. The seatbelt had saved me from hitting anything. Thanks, seatbelts. Wincing, I looked at the passenger door, where the other car would have hit. The window was intact, and it didn't actually look that bad, besides the fact that all of the airbags on that side had gone off. I looked through the window at the other car. The front bumper was smashed in, but otherwise the car didn't look too bad. They had already pulled off to a construction site to the right. I looked at the other driver. She was looking back, frightened. From what I could tell, she was unharmed, thank goodness, but she was shocked, nervous, and didn't know what to do. I was in the exact same boat. I stepped out of my car onto the median. My ears weren't ringing too badly anymore, but I couldn't hear the other cars honking anyway. I was too far away inside my own head. The other driver got out of her car too, and we just stood there, across the road from one another. I mouthed, "What now?" And she mouthed back, "I don't know."
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world confused.